Hi, so last time I showed you my starter deep desert base for a solo player, and this base is the progression from there. So this is for either a more advanced solo player or maybe for a small guild. Let me show you from the air first of all, and then we can go inside and I'll explain everything. So this is originally also designed to fit into a 5x5 space, so in a small subfief. As you can see, I've got the Atreides gates on, which do make it stick out further, so this is in an advanced subfief for now. But if you just build flat walls instead, which is easy, then you can easily fit it into a 5x5 subfief, if that is what you would like to do. You would just have to raise it up by 1 or 2 floors when you place the subfief, because of the height of it, because there are some water tanks on top if you want that. But other than that, it will fit. So here we have the buggy entrance. First of all, there is room for 1 or 2 buggies. And then here we have space for a large ore refiner. Then we have 1 little water container, just so that you can use it as a water cooler, drink from it, or dump any additional water in. Then we have a little bit of storage here, just some simple aluminium boxes. And here we have the spice refiner. It fits just about. This is a 2x3 space, so that's about as much as can fit in here. And here you have another exit. In here you can see I've put one of the large storage boxes. And under the stairs we have room for 5 generators. The rest is upstairs, I'll show you that. And then on this side we have another Estanium box. So that's a fair bit of storage that you can use. Then we go to the middle level. And here we have a chemical refiner, a medium chemical refiner. And then 3 death stills and a little bit of storage for bodies, so you don't have to run that far. And if you want, there's more space for 1 more. The important thing to know with this is you can't run all of these at the same time. You can either run the refiners or the death stills, but not everything at once. Usually you probably won't want to, so you'll need to think about how to strategically turn things on and off. And then up here we have storage for a scout, 2 scouts or 1 assault. Since it's only 2 wide, it's going to be quite squished, but you can fit it in. And then if I take this out, I can show you. In here we have 14 generators, so 19 with the 5 downstairs, and that's enough to power either all of the refiners or 1 or 2 of the refiners and some of the death stills. And then if I take that out as well, just to show you quickly, in here is the water storage, and we have 12 of the large water tanks in here. That's 1.2 million water that you can store, which is plenty for a base of this size. So as you can see, the base is self-sufficient. All of the water and power needs are covered, and you can use the more efficient large refiners for ore and for spice. And let me just show you again from here. On the roof there is space for up to 3 water tanks if you want to use those instead of the death stills. That is a bit more energy efficient, but you get the water together much slower. It depends whether you need a lot of water quite quickly, or whether you are not going to get resources super fast and can wait. Right, so that's my deep desert base for an advanced solo player or for a small guild. Hope it's useful. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, requests, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. Bye for now.